There are seasons when the ground beneath our faith feels unsteady, when the questions come faster than the answers, when the silence seems louder than any prayer we've ever whispered. If you're walking through one of those seasons right now, you're not alone in this place. Doubt isn't the opposite of faith. It's often faith reaching for something deeper, something more real. And in these moments of uncertainty, when our hearts are searching, God meets us with words that have steadied countless souls before us. Listen to these words from Mark, chapter 9. And straightway the father of the child cried out, and said with tears, Lord, I believe. Help thou mine unbelief. Here is a father, desperate for his child's healing, standing before Jesus. And in one of the most honest prayers ever recorded, he speaks the truth that lives in so many of our hearts. Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. He doesn't pretend his faith is perfect. He doesn't manufacture confidence he doesn't feel. Instead, he brings both his belief and his doubt to the same place, directly to Jesus. What strikes me most about this moment is that Jesus doesn't rebuke the man for his honesty. He doesn't turn away because faith and doubt were wrestling in the same heart. Instead, he receives this imperfect, struggling prayer and moves with compassion. This father shows us something beautiful about faith. It's not the absence of questions. It's not certainty without struggle. Faith is often believing and doubting at the same time, and bringing both to God with open hands. Maybe you've felt like your faith should be stronger by now. Maybe you've wondered if having questions means you're failing somehow. But this Father's prayer reminds us that God can handle our honest struggles. He can hold our belief and our unbelief in the same moment. Think about the conversations you have with those you love most. The deepest relationships aren't built on pretending everything is fine. They're built on truth, on being able to say, I'm struggling and knowing you'll still be loved. This is the kind of relationship God invites us into, one where we can say, Lord, I believe, but help me with the parts that are still unsure. Your questions aren't disqualifying you from God's love. Your doubts aren't evidence that you don't belong. Sometimes the most faithful thing we can do is bring our uncertainty to the one who is certain. Bring our wavering to the one who never wavers. In those moments when belief feels hard, remember this Father. Remember that his honest prayer was met with divine compassion. And know that the same Jesus who heard his struggle hears yours. The same love that met his imperfect faith meets yours right where you are. Faith isn't about having all the answers. Sometimes it's simply the willingness to keep bringing our questions to the light, to keep showing up even when we're not sure, to keep talking to God even when we're wrestling with God. If you're in a season of questions right now, may you find peace in knowing that God is not surprised by your struggles. He meets you in them. He holds space for both your faith and your uncertainty. And like that father long ago, your honest heart is exactly what he's looking for. If these words brought comfort to your spirit today, would you subscribe for daily scripture comfort and promises of peace? Your journey matters, and you don't have to walk it alone. Until we meet again in this quiet space, may you rest in the knowledge that you are loved, questions and all.